Hey guys, Game Horizon here and welcome back to another episode of Shipmaking in a Space Engineer, where we take a look at some of the most popular ships from each year. So last episode we went through some really awesome exploration ships that you can check it out up there. But for this episode we have 6 amazing military ships, more specifically carrier, so the big boys. Oh, by the way, I'm not including any Titans on this list. I'm going to have a video dedicated to Titans, and they're not carriers anyway. Let's get it started, shall we? 2015, 16, 17, 18 and soon 2019. Just one more thing, for the interior I'm just going to showcase the hangars, mainly the hangars, bridge or CIC, drive core and crew quarters. Starting with 2015, we got one of the most popular ship in the workshop. I've seen a lot of people use this ship in survival world or even in some mods and scripts that add more AI ships to your game, to your, survival world. Even though the ship was released back in 2015, it still looks good, but nothing real crazy compared to some other ships in this list. The whole front half of this ship is hangar with 3 different gates or entrance. Ship is lightly armed, so should probably stay back and avoid any direct fighting. Really exposed the bridge though. I've tested over 100 ships in death test and these types of bridges are trouble and not safe at all, especially if the turrets are set to target characters. Okay, now the hangar. Quite open and easy to navigate through, though a bit dark. Thanks to all the gates, it shouldn't be really that hard to deploy fighters to the battle. This ship can carry up to 10 small fighters or 4 small fighters and 2 heavy fighters with ease. Hangar control station or the tower that can be used as CIC as well. And I guess our drive core. Alright, another ship from 2015 and this one is amazing guys. I'm so sorry for the background noise, it's super windy outside. It got that ribcage design which I love, and it's not just for the look. The back part can provide a bit of protection for the engine area. More protected bridge with 2 extra stations, and the bridge is somewhat buried in the body of the ship, not really buried though, more like being protected by those extra blocks, the rib cages, and more turrets on the top and the bottom of the ship compared to the first one. Now, the hangars, we got one in the middle of the ship and one in the front, which is a bit bigger and got different features. Refueling ports are kind of in a weird place in hangar B, but there are landing gears to lock the ships. Let's go to the front hangar or the hangar A. Oh, this cargo module between the hangars access, really cool. So the hangar design in this ship allows fighters to also land upside down on the ceiling, right? Anyway, in the smaller hangar we can carry up to 4 small fighters, and in hangar A we can carry up to 8 medium fighters or 4 heavy fighters. Now let's check out the crew quarters, shall we? Main drive core, which contains the jump drives and their reactors, and from this area we have access to the bridge. Alright, next we got one of the most beautiful ship in the workshop and one of the most detailed ship as well. I seriously have to make a video about some of the most detailed ships on the workshop, and not a bad idea for a video, eh? Alright, heavily armed can easily be in the middle of a battle deploying ships, tons of turrets, 20 front-facing rocket launchers and 2 torpedo bays, port and starboard side launchers, and if that ain't enough, there is a missile bay in the belly of the ship. Ridiculous. The front half of the ship is mainly hangar space with 3 large hangar gates on each side and 1 right on the top. So 7 different gates to easily launch all the fighters at the same time. Here's a look at the bridge and the CIC with a really good view, which may sound design flaw, especially in the battle, but it's not, because of all the glasses. I guess you can say it's a design flaw, but no, it's not, since there are blast doors that you can shut to provide more protection for the CIC. Custom FFTs, and here's a quick look at the blast doors and the rest of the CIC. I guess the command table and the war table at the back. Now to the hangar. Can carry up to 16 fighters. The hangar control station or control tower, and in front of us we have welder wall. Let's have a look at the interior. Only few rooms, starting with the medical bay. Love the color scheme and the lighting in this ship. The main entrance and the atrium. I hope I said that right. Then we're gonna jump into the drive core, which is my favorite part of this ship. It looks amazing. Actually, I lied. Server room is my favorite part of this ship. Unfortunately, I had to turn off the script in the world setting for performance reasons, so none of those lights and the timer blocks are animated, unfortunately. And we're gonna also check out the freaking missile bay as well. ACI and the Phoenix Fleet Systems, 2 of the best ship manufacturers on the workshop, and their main focus are military ships, so we are probably gonna see more of them in the future military ship videos. This ship got some really interesting features, like the docking ports under the ship, like in the belly. So all pilots have to do is to just jump into the cockpit and just launch. We also got 4 hangars on the port and starboard side, so 10 small fighter under the ship, and I believe up to 24 small fighters in the hangar, so around 34 small ships. That's a lot, and it's also really well armed. Now the interior. And we're gonna check out the drive core, crew quarters, crew room, and the bridge/CIC. This one nearly crashed my PC. It's huge. Not much in terms of interior, it's real simple, which is understandable for a ship this size. But it got some really interesting features that I want to showcase. For example, I really like the way the front engines have different contrast compared to the rest of the body, and the way it being illuminated. Really cool. And those white armor panel adds more character to the ship. All of those aside, hangars are the main reason I have this ship in this list. It got freaking runway and a big ramp to deploy rovers since it can land on planets. Yep, this huge ship can land on planets and fly in atmo. Though I haven't tested that myself, so yeah, let's pretend it can land on planets. And I love these rotating platforms that you can dock fighters. I don't know what they're called. Something really important, escape pods. Now, let's take a look at the hangars. Honestly, hangar design could have been so much better and needs more lights. And here's a close look at those rotating landing platforms, or whatever they call them. Runway, and up top we have the drone bay. We got 2 large hangars at the back for larger ships, and right under them we have the rover hangar. Here's that ramp and that I mentioned. Let's fly through it. We got 2 levels on this hangar so that you can store more rovers or even cargoes. Now here's a quick look at the server room, which is really cool, and then the drive core. Now let's check out our last ship, 2018. Alright, 2018, our last ship, Tempest Escort Carrier from Ares Combat Industry, as I've mentioned above. I have a full performance test on this ship, which you can check it out up there in the card again. It's a monster. Even without fighters, it can easily hold its own against 3 medium-sized combat ships. heavily armed with tons of interior turrets to take care of incoming rockets and auto repair and system mainly near turrets. Really fast and maneuverable in spite being really heavy. Double bridge and CIC. 2 landing pads, one in the front and one larger pad at the rear of the ship. Also, exterior and interior hangar bay can carry up to 13 strike craft, as the description page mentioned. And if that ain't enough, this beauty can land on planets as well. Now let's have a close look at the pads and the hangars, shall we? First, the front pad. Perfect for small medical ships, or let's say high rank personnel is about to come aboard the ship. I think it's a good idea to land the craft in the front pad, though he has to go through the crew quarters, so maybe the rear pad is better. I don't know. Now look at the damn details, the way the blast doors are being placed and used. Let's go to the belly of the ship. For more detail, I want to mention a few things. Take a look at those white and blast armors and the light reflection on them. Simple stuff like that adds so much life and just details to your ship. And of course, the closed hangar. Let's take a look at the double bridge. Really good idea to have blast door or gates to separate the bridge and the rest of the ship in case there is an enemy boarding party. Server room and CIC. Well protected. Jump drive room and engineering. Engineering is kind of weird though. High rank officers and captain quarters in this area. And the main core quarters, which leads to the front pad, as I've mentioned. And that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video that I've put together. If you did, please consider leaving a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know how I can improve my video. Once again, sorry for my bad English, not my main language. I'm trying my best here. And please leave a comment. Let me know your thought on the video as well and on the ship as well. What else? Share it with your friends if you find this video interesting. Until the next video, fly safe, take care, and goodbye.